because he's not doing a good job talking.
Sure.
His mother and father moved out of the house recently, left him and his sister, they're like in their 30s, with their children to fend for themselves. And he doesn't have a job. The kids are hungry. I told him I'm gonna give him the address for the San Antonio Food Bank. He's been drinking a lot of water. But still, he told you he smoked some
Well,
weed.
so here's my thing. I
They're
one,
hungry.
I don't understand why. How old are you?
37.
All right, you're a grown man.
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
All right. So here's my question for you. Do you want to be on probation or you want to go to prison?
On probation on it.
All right, so then you have some choices that you have to make. A lot of people will say, and they'll see news reports and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe somebody went to prison for marijuana for 10 years. That's a travesty. That's a shame. And what they don't realize is that the person is usually on probation for something else. And part of their conditions of probation is they are not allowed to use marijuana. You understand?
Yes.
Not allowed to drink alcohol. Do you understand? Probation is different than living your life the way other people live their lives who are not on probation. For example, sometimes people who are not on probation, they're like, I can drink alcohol in my house. I can get intoxicated in my house. And guess what? They're not on probation. So they don't have a probation officer to come to their house and say, you're not allowed to drink in your house. Do you understand? Now, if you're drug tested today for marijuana, what are the results going to be?
Positive.
All right. So how often have you been using?
Well, I'm struggling right now, so very, very little.
No, what does that mean? I'm not with you. So
Very little. You told me. Just, I'm just gonna stop this.
all right. So here's the thing. You're going to have to make choices. Either you want a joint and go to prison with your joint, or either you're going to stop using.
Can I tell you what he told me? Because he's not doing a good job talking.
Sure.
His mother and father moved out of the house recently, left him and his sister, they're like in their 30s, with their children to fend for themselves. And he doesn't have a job. The kids are hungry. I told him I'm gonna give him the address for the San Antonio Food Bank. He's been drinking a lot of water. But still, he told you he smoked some weed.
Well, so here's my thing.
They're hungry.
I don't understand why. How old are you?
37.
All right, you're a grown man and your parents leave and they leave you with whatever children you have, which I don't understand why Child Protective Services is not knocking on the door to see what's going on. But people
His
are like
one
the
child
world
doesn't live with him.
Right. But here's the thing. People are like the world falls apart. Oh, I'm in my 30s and my parents have left me and they're not supporting me anymore. How am I going to survive? I need to get a job. I have to eat. That's on you. You're an adult. I don't understand.
He's going on April 9th to the job fair. His probation officer
But now why hasn't
gave
he?
him the flyer.
But here's the thing. Why haven't you already done that? So have you just been laying around smoking marijuana and your parents have been supporting you financially?
No, Your Honor. I've been working off and on painting now. I haven't had a chance to go back roofing because I can't leave out of town.
Mhm.
But I've been doing the painting thing and just paying bills.
No, I can understand why you're not able to leave time for roofing. Me personally, I don't want somebody who is smoking marijuana to get up on my roof. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if stuff is going to be laid appropriately.
He said by the end of April, he'll be clean. He would test clean, middle to end of April.
I am gonna go to the job fair. I've been telling my PO the same old thing. Just been struggling with.
Mhm.
And mainly I just been paying for food and bills. That's all I'm living for at the moment.
And doing marijuana on the side.
But I don't really smoke that much, Your Honor. Just
You know how much marijuana I smoke?
It's none.
Well, now I'm asking him. You know me. You know how much marijuana I smoke. Do you know how much marijuana I smoke? None. Right? When you have problems, you're supposed to face them. You're not supposed to start smoking marijuana. Because guess what? When your head clears and the fog removes itself, you're still going to have the same problems.
He would like for you to put him back in intensive outpatient.
I don't know. Well, I'm wondering why I shouldn't put him back, in prison. That's what we're trying to start with. This compliance hearing is for me to see why I can't get your attention because you're looking at 10 years in prison.
Does she
The
have your attention?
The NA did help me a lot, Your Honor.
Mhm.
It kept me clean as soon as I got.
But it didn't help much because you went right back to your old ways. The NA meetings are supposed to give you tools to succeed.
I should have done what Saddam said in the first sponsor.
Mhm.
It helped me.
You still can.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Guess what? If you would have done this successfully, March 30th, your probation would have been over with.
Just this month.
So you just wasted 4 years of doing nothing and not being successful. And I don't know why probation didn't file a motion to revoke, but they didn't. So here we are in a compliance hearing.
And he
So
wants
what have
to
you been
comply.
doing?
What have
Other
you
than
been
sitting
doing?
at home smoking marijuana and drinking water, which back in the day, guess what? That's all we would have, water. All this extra stuff you have, the soda every day, that's just something that now people do every day. But we'd have water. And you know what you would do? You would buy the Kool-Aid that was 10 for $1. And you mix
it
up
with
the
a picture.
flavor. That's it. So, and is that a real diamond in your ear?
I can tell it's not,
And I can't see that far.
but I
and
come
then
right
the
next
grill?
to him.
It's silver.
Mm-hmm. See, people will spend money on what they think is important. The tattoos, the grill, all this other extra stuff. You have to get your life together. This is what I'm going to do. Probation.
Yes, ma'am.
He's going to be extended. And he's going to get extended for 3 years. And then what I'm going to do, make sure that he is tested on throughout the month of April. And I want him on a UA hotline.
You'll never know when you have to go give a sample.
And I want him tested for levels. If the levels increase, if he tests negative and then all of a sudden tests positive, I want a motion to revoke filed.
Okay.
Is there anything you do not understand?
I understand.
Is there anything you need from the court to be successful?
But
You told me.
just your assistance with the NAs and AA.
I'm sorry, what?
Just the program that kept me on my toes.
All right. Then we'll do daily sober support meetings.
Are they on Zoom?
You can do some online. It's probably best for you to go in person because you need a lot of help. You understand? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.